What's up, everybody? We are here for the Total Nonstop Impact Plus Weekly for the week of April 26th through May 2nd. I'm your host, the Kyle Man, along by my degenerate cohort below me, the Trentster. Trent, how's it doing, brother?
It's good. It's good, Kyle. It's doing very well. Very well on this late evening here.
Just us. We're just alone. And on that note, let's hit it.
This is the jaw-jacking Tuesday night impacting. His mother called him son because he shines like one. Mocha skin manimal, Rohit Raju, and you are watching Total Nonstop Impact.
This is Taya La Güera Loca, and you are listening to Total Nonstop Impact.
The Walking Weapon, Josh Alexander, and you're listening to Total Nonstop Impact.
We are the Rascals. And you are listening to Total
Nonstop
Impact Podcast, baby.
Woo! And what you're really listening to is Total Nonstop Impact. Don't you dare miss a lesson. Oh, yeah.
What's up, Impact Wrestling? Let's make some noise! This is the good stuff.
That's right, Gamma. This is the good stuff. What's up, everybody? Good to catch you on the flip side here. Total Nonstop Impact Plus edition. Trent, we really don't have much to talk about tonight.
Not really.
There's no new episode of Sammy and Friends this week. We're in a drought, a Sammy drought.
We got Xplosion, but then that ends pretty quick, and there's no Sammy and Friends. There really wasn't anything new added to him. I mean, look, we're limited, man. We're limited to because of COVID stuff. Real slow week. I guess the only Sammy news we could talk about is Sammy opened up his official Twitch channel, Callahan Gaming. That's about it. If you want to talk Sammy and Friends.
Yeah, I mean, Sammy's got the Twitch channel going. I saw that yesterday on Twitter, I guess. In these COVID-19 times, people are inside. People are streaming like we are right now. Speaking of streaming, Tuesday, in case anybody missed the info, we will be on live right after Impact with Rohit Raju. I mean, Trent, firing on all cylinders. We had Johnny Swinger on the show. Week after that, we have Michael Elgin on the show. Week after that, Rohit Raju. I mean, killing it.
Not bad, man. The stars of Impact Wrestling coming to the show. They're keeping. They want to be. They want to be a part of they want to be a part of what's happening over here, Kyle. So hey, the thing is, what are we gonna do the following week? You know, that's the thing. We gotta keep up with this pace.
Keep it moving, Trent. Got to keep the ball rolling.
I gotta say, Bill Gardner's in the chat here. Interesting show timing. Very interesting, Bill. Usually this should have been a Saturday show, but Kyle, being the scumbag that he is, left me on red yesterday.
That was some nostalgia, some throwback TNI. You know, this is some nostalgia. This is throwback TNI. We used to do the show late at night like this all the time, Trent.
Yeah,
quieter.
A little bit, and we used to go super late night, not live. We used to tape, you know, just. But this, look, guys. In the chat, thanks for jumping in, guys. I know it's a small crowd today. It's real last minute. We didn't really hype this one up. It's more so we just want to keep the pace of Impact Plus weekly, and you know, not much to talk about. We'll jump into it in a second. You know, there's Xplosion. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, Sammy and Friends. Nothing, Trent. We're bored. We want to say what's up to our listeners, the tribe members.
Yeah.
Stuck inside, all this quarantine's getting to me, Trent. I don't know about you. How are you handling this? Let me know. How are you handling COVID-19? I mean, you know, my personal life off air, I'm starting to get a little crazy. Things are starting to get scummy. Can't really talk about all that on air, but you know.
Family show. We're on Twitch now. We got to behave.
We're a family show.
We can't talk about those things, but no, listen, I'm growing bored. I'm painting. Anybody friends, you know, online, they've seen my painting. I got my paint back there on the table. I've been doing a lot of paint. You guys can see some of the artwork back here.
Where did this come from, Trent? What influenced you to just start painting? I feel like that's a very specific thing. You always had an interest in painting?
Nothing. I never painted in my life. Never painted before, ever. This was a whole new thing. Yeah, who was that guy at the start? There was a shadowy figure when we started the show here. I don't know what that was. You know, I never painted before, man, but I figured now's as good a time as any to start something new. I mean, what the hell? Everybody started new shit. people are cooking. Some people are trying new workouts. I started painting.
That was actually Mr. Wrestling 4 at the beginning of our broadcast there, in case anybody was wondering. That was Mr. Wrestling number 4, 5, or 6. I don't know.
One of them. None of them. But
got some tribe members up in here. Zach Bonifer, William Gardner.
Yeah, May the 4th be with you guys. It's tomorrow. It's coming up. Oh, if it's on the East Coast, it's already with you. So, yeah.
Florida Jay, live from vacation. He's in the chat from the beach, sitting on the beach somewhere, sipping a lemonade.
It's a cool picture of J-Bone in there. Very nice, man. But, guys, J-Bone's on vacation. Just the two of us. We're going to be doing the TNA throwback tomorrow. We're going to do episode NWA TNA number 23 tomorrow. But let's dive in, Kyle. Let's talk about. Let's get the Impact Plus out of the way because there wasn't much to talk about.
Just once again, though, in case anybody just tuned in a few minutes late live here, Tuesday night, Rohit Raju will be on the show, and for the first time ever, Trent bringing a new voice to the show, a female voice.
We got a guest host coming.
Yes.
Tell about the guest. You booked the guest host. Let's hear about it.
So, good friend of the show, listener, Impact superfan, Alicia BKK. She's always on the show here in the chat. Good friend of ours, off air. We just thought if J-Bone's not going to be around and we have to fill the chair, we have to be creative about it. We got to do something different. And, me and Trent, we're always thinking, how can we get the show better? What's missing from the show? How do we improve? And we figure we're tired of the sausage fest around here. Let's be honest. There's no females. And we talk about the knockouts all the time. We need some females around here. So, Alicia's the perfect person for it. I mean, she's an Impact super fan. She can talk a little juggaloism as well, Trent.
Yeah, she can. Listen, we're firing
up on J-Bone.
We got a girl we got a pretty girl who's a juggalo and a Day One Impact fan. I mean, I don't know what this is, but this is an anomaly is what she is. She's going to be here on Tuesday after the Impact Wrestling, Impact on Access TV. Tomorrow, though, Kyle, I think we're going to have Basil jump in with the throwback, because we want to
Brother Basil. We love Basil.
So he'll be in on the throwback, but we'll keep it going, guys. We're letting J-Bone relax. Let him get on. We'll get some guest spots.
It's time for some female representation on the show. Most importantly, Trent, that was missing from these parts.
Well, look, as handsome as J-Bone is to look at, guys, we need some females in here to catch more of the eye. The demographic that everybody seems to be obsessed with nowadays when it comes to wrestling.
Not just that, though, Trent. Just to if we're talking about the knockouts, we're talking about the female wrestlers.
Yeah,
we need a female in the house.
We need our own knockout. I mean, we've had Nurse Nicole. We haven't done women on this. We had Nurse Nicole pretty regularly, but it's been a while. She hasn't been on in a long time. So
she's busy, man. She's busy, man. Shout out to her out there on the front line. She is a nurse battling COVID-19. So shout out to Nurse Nicole for all she does.
She's busy, man. She's doing her thing. So we got to fill that seat, and Alicia Keke will be on, man. So let's look forward to that on Tuesday. It's her podcast debut, Kyle. She's never been on a podcast.
Ooh.
So she's nervous.
First times are special, Trent. I remember my first time. He was huge. He was huge.
Oh gosh.
Remember your first time? You never forget your first time, Trent.
No, I don't.
Absolutely not. He was my uncle too, by the way.
I definitely don't want to go back to prison. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's jump into Xplosion here.
Let's get into it, folks. So we have no Sammy and Friends to talk about. We really only have Xplosion to cover. I mean,
about it.
Short news day.
Yeah, real short news day. There's one more piece of news I'll add after we talk about the Xplosion. Go ahead and kick off the Xplosion there, Kyle.
We'll get there. But yeah, so this week, April 26th through May 2nd, on the good old Xplosion show, we get Willie, Mack, and Madman Fulton going at it. And then we get Trey from the Rascals around the ring with Josh Matthews.
Yeah.
And that's really it for new content. Everything else on the show is just Impact the Rewind. And then we look back to Rebellion Night 1, Sammy versus Shamrock. So it was a quick show this week. Yeah,
it was a pretty quick show. Fulton and Willie, this is before Rebellion, right? So this is before Willie became the Xplosion champion. You could see, though, when they were building him up to get to that. I mean, he looked strong. Again, with the Fulton loss, though, or OVE just taking a dive in 2020.
It hurts, man. Dead in the water. And I'm wearing an OVE t-shirt right now, Trent. Got OVE behind me here.
I just don't know what to make of OV in 2020. I mean, 2020 is a jacked up year as it is. It's already terrible. This year is down the drain. But goddamn, if it's down the drain as it is, and then your OVE on top of that, I don't know what's going on, man.
I feel like we're just gonna go back and just skip over 2020. It never happened. It's the year that never happened.
And, and everybody thought it was going to be a good year. We all had good hopes for this new decade. And look what it turned into. But we even got to relive OV getting turned down by Sammy in this episode. They replayed the Shamrock and Sammy match from Rebellion. So yeah, it was just
Victory Road 2009.
That was the throwback match. I gotta say, I don't need a throwback match on these guys. I don't need a retro. And I get it, you're trying to sell plus, but
Kurt Angle versus Mick Foley. It's a classic.
Yeah, Kurt wins the belt. But I'd rather fill that void. I mean, that was 15 minutes I could have had for new people. Why not film another vignette? Put another replay Madison Reigns, the backstage stuff. Replay something. I just don't need that long of a throwback segment in here, man. Maybe a classic promo or two, but that's too much. I'd rather focus on the new guys. Give me new content.
You want to put the guys to work back there, don't you, Trent?
Hey, listen, what are we doing otherwise? We got to stay ahead of the curve. You got to do something fresh. I just don't. I like get your selling Impact Plus, but leave that to other mediums, man. That's too much on Xplosion.
I call it like it is. I mean, it's filler content.
Yeah, that's what it is, man.
It's for a reason. It advertises the Impact Plus app. We get it. We like to revisit the history, but one match and one fresh interview. Need a little more of the fresh in there. A little less of the old, personally.
Yeah, but hey, Willie getting the win on this one takes off Fulton with the Bell's boy with the Beavis reference. But no, Willie getting the win on this one. Like I said, before Rebellion, so no X Division belt here, but as we know, where he went on to win the X Division title. So that was our match. And then let's talk about the Trey around the ring. I think this was filmed. And Bill might recognize this because he was at those shows. It looked like it was filmed at the venue the night before Hard to Kill. I forgot that one was called, Bill. And you could probably clarify. You probably know one offhand, but
Bill would know. Bill was there in the front row.
I was there too. I ran into him there. It was at this awesome like sports complex right by the Rangers Stadium. It was really cool, man. It was awesome. It was like a real big sports area, and like I can't remember the name of the Texas Live or something. It was called Texas Live, and it was cool, man. It was pretty fun, but I can't remember the name of that show. It slipped my mind right now, but I think it was filmed there. Bill can clarify it. But he's got a comment here. I'm hoping this Tuesday is filmed with footage from home they posted online. Put it on Xplosion too. Yeah, absolutely. Put that new stuff. Put that different. Just stuff that we're seeing online, put it on TV. I don't mind if you fill TV with some of this online content. I like
how they're doing the hashtag You're the Impact.
Put it on TV. Why is that on TV?
Seeing all of the talent with how they're holding up in these times. What they're doing in quarantine.
That should be airing on TV. There's no reason that should not be airing on TV. I'd rather get all three parts of the Year of the Impact on TV than another like a 15-minute Kurt Angle and Mick Foley match. You know what I mean? I just give me more of that, man. And I think one thing they got to do, Arlington Brawl. Thank you, Kurt was saying. That was it. I ran into Bill there at Texas Live. I think they got to start doing, and it's something I try to do at AAW too. And it's hard, and I get it, but obviously it comes down to resources and everything. But at live tapings, I feel like you got to tape extra content, almost like you got to have shit in the can just to have for times like this. Like you got to just like get a promo from an extra promo, some hype thing.
I mean, my thing is, if you're going to play the throwback content, don't just slap it on the screen and tell us to go check out Impact Plus. What I would like to see them do is maybe a little commentary over that stuff. Maybe a little, think of like Mystery Science Theater, think of the North, the way they did those Twitch shows where they were watching old stuff.
Yeah.
Like to hear some commentary Maybe the people that were in the match, if they can get in contact with them. I mean, we can get in contact with people that come on this show for interviews. Just reach out.
We could, man. I mean, something fresh,
something fresh, something different. Not what we expect.
Yeah, I would like something a little different. I just don't need I don't need another throwback just to take up and a long one at that. Like, you know what, that was a long one, but yeah. So Bill's confirmed that was at Arlington Brawl at the Fan Fest. They taped that because that was a cool venue though, man. At Texas Live, cool venue. Wasn't much of an Impact show. It was more of the Fan Fest. And they had like indie matches going on, but it was cool. It was cool. It was nicely set up though, and it was weird because what's his name showed up to it. I saw him walking around. Shane Strickland, Isaiah Scott over next. He like walked in. Swerve was just walking around like he was hanging out there. I was like, oh, that's weird. So random that he was there though. I don't know if Bill, if you saw him or not, but he was just walking around, like visiting friends, whatever he was doing, but he was kind of just chilling. It was weird. Totally random though. But
in a nutshell though, this week's episode was Willie Mack and Madman Fulton. Willie Mack picks up the win. This is pre-X Division Championship, like a good man Trent over here pointed out before. We go back to Mick Foley versus Kurt Angle at Victory Road 2009. We get around the ring with Trey Miguel.
My favorite answer on the around the ring, though.
Yeah, let's play that. Let's go to that. So we're not playing any footage here on the show. We found out we can't do that.
We got in trouble for that, guys.
I think we can play audio. I mean, we play audio all the time. I mean, Trent, if I play the audio of Trey doing around the ring with Josh right now, do you think we're going to get pulled down?
Not for audio. I don't think we'll get pulled for audio. Video is what they give us a hard time for.
We're like a radio show. It's theater of the mind.
Yeah. Yeah, go with audio, but yeah, they guys. If you guys were watching Tuesday,
tell the fans while I pull this up. Let them know what happened.
So we were broadcasting live after the on Tuesday after Rebellion Night 2. Elgin had finished up. We were doing the live review, and we were pulling clips to show. You know, we had Rebellion clips just to further illustrate some of the context.
For the record, J-Bone said we shouldn't do it, but I was the one pushing it. I said no, we have to do it because J-Bone is like, all right, guys. Great, we did something good. Now just slow and steady. And I'm like, no, keep booking guests, keep doing this. I'm hot shotting the territory, Trent. That's what I'm doing.
J-Bone did warn us. He's like, look
to the bag.
Yeah, J-Bone said, hey, it's not a good idea. We're gonna get a strike. And I was like, nah. I talked to some people and they said, nah, we're fine. And man, we got away with like 2-3 clips, and on that fourth one, we went down.
Something about that fourth one, man. I don't know what it was.
I just know
the sensors off.
J-Bone was in the screen here, and I look over at his face, and he just goes, "They pulled us." He looked like he was so pissed.
He won't admit it, but I think he did cry.
Oh, he was pissed. He wasn't crying. He was upset at you.
But we got Josh Matthews and Trey Miguel sitting around the ring.
All right, just talk a little quick.
Let's take a listen.
Yeah.
There we go.
Are you sure? Yeah. Dez.
There we go.
Dragon Ball Z.
Fair answer.
Slime. Tessa Blanchard. Championship. Sammy Callahan. Spit. Dave Chris. Gold Teeth. Jake Chris. Prince. Jessica Hepp. Fear. Jordan Grace. Muscles. Xbox. Xbox. Controller. Nintendo Switch. Carry. Impact Plus. App. These are the first things that are popping into your head. Let's see if we can keep going here with rapid finishing your sentence. That's okay. Treehouse. Smoke. Okay, that's an interesting. I'm trying to think of more words that come into wrestling.
That's interesting. What else would the treehouse be?
X Division Championship. Ace Austin. I hate him. Yeah, you guys really have had quite the rivalry over the few years. Talk to me about the rapid fire version's over now, so you can kind of relax. Talk to me a little bit about
cut that.
You sort of getting to the next level now in Impact Wrestling. You've had some singles matches.
You want to keep this going?
Matches. What do you feel you are?
I feel like I'm constantly getting better. I would really
Trent,
I like having.
If you would like to hear the rest of Around the Ring with Josh Matthews and Trey Miguel, you're gonna have to buy the Impact Plus app.
Yeah, there you go. Real
hustler style for you.
Do you think he's gonna eventually get the X Division title? He's so out of the loop on the title now.
I don't know, man. He's got a lot of competition. I think he's fantastic. I think he's suitable for it, well deserving of it, but he's got a lot of fish in the pond.
I just if he was gonna get it, it was gonna be against Ace, and he didn't get it against Ace. I feel like the Ace Ace and Trey feud had more meat to it to change the title than like the Ace and Willie one did. I don't know if you were gonna change it, should have been that one, man. And I wouldn't have minded like the idea was to get it to Willie. I wouldn't have minded like a friendly rivalry, change from Trey to Willie, but Ace and Trey had more of a story than Willie and Ace did. I don't know. I just feel like now Trey's so far gone from that title picture. It's like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with it? It's like, how do you get him back in that mix? Unless he wins in like an Ultimate X. That's the only thing I can think of.
Trent, I really like this rapid fire format that Josh Matthews is crushing it with every week. Can we do a little rapid fire here, Trent? Can I spit out a couple things at you real quick?
Yeah, I love rapid fire. I'd like if you could do this every week, I would love it because I love rapid fire.
Let's do a little rapid fire here. All right, rapid fire. J-Bone,
lollipops,
Taco Bell,
best. Movies. The Warriors.
William Gardner,
legend.
Impact Wrestling.
Oh, favorite.
Triton, actually. Triton. The alien.
Like King Triton from Little Mermaid?
Triton, the alien.
The alien? What alien? What are you talking about?
Come on, man.
Oh, like
TNA.
Oh my God, that Triton.
The guy that went up against Monty Brown. The alien.
Oh my God.
William Gardner remembers.
Yeah, no, I remember. Forgotten. I remember now. Forgotten for sure.
Threw you off. All right, well, yeah, that's it for rapid fire.
Give me one more. I don't want to end it on Triton. Give me one more.
Can't do that.
Give me one more. I can't end it on Triton.
Sports.
Hockey. That's a lame one. I don't like that one either. Television. Saved by the Bell.
Zach Bonifer.
Great avatar.
Great avatar.
I'll take that. But I love it. We got to come up with real good ones, man.
Yeah. That's just us goofing around, but we really should. That was just kidding. But in all honesty, with some effort and elbow grease, we should incorporate a little rapid fire into the show. I mean, we could do it interactively with the audience. I mean, if we're doing the interviews with the Q&A going.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I had a little bit of news. We're not going to go too long. We're already at 22 minutes. Not much. We're not going to stretch this out longer than it needs to be. One piece of news I saw today, and it does involve Sammy, even though there was no Sammy and Friends. He did an interview where he said he feels the one area that he's going to push for Impact to get some merchandising in is Funko Pops. Since Funko is a big licensor, probably the biggest collectible in the world right now, he says it'd be a great idea to get Funko Pops for Impact Wrestling. I think it's very doable. I mean, there's a Funko for everybody.
I think that Funko makes pops for so many things.
Why
I feel
not?
like a lot of the Funko Pops I see, like Impact Wrestling, is much more deserving. Like it shouldn't be too hard for them to be able to pull that off. I would like to see Impact Wrestling Funko Pops. Imagine a Johnny Swinger Funko Pop.
I would
a little swing man on my set back here.
I'd be a mark. I'd buy whatever I get my hands on. If there was like Impact Funko Pops, and I got like, I got the Saved by the Bell Funko Pops. I got a Macho and Sting on my desk here, and I got a Rowdy Piper on my desk at work. That's it. I don't collect the Funko Pops. Oh, and I even got the. Let's see if you can recognize this one. I got the principal from Breakfast Club.
Nice.
That's it.
My Funko Pop.
Yours is alive.
Mine is alive. Yes. Also this week on Impact Plus, Trent, we get Rebellion Night 1 and Night 2 have been uploaded.
Already uploaded too. They went quick with that.
Go watch those. Rewatch them. Rewatch our watch party.
Yeah, we do. We had Kyle, tell them about who we had on. Just recap that real quick for the last couple of minutes here. How Rebellion went. And by the way, are we gonna co-stream Impact again this week?
It's just gonna keep rolling, Trent. We're gonna keep the co-streams going, the watch parties.
I mean, while I'm on quarantine and I don't have to go to band, I'm not going to band practice on Tuesdays. I'll be here to watch it live. So, and I think even after all this ends, I have to adjust my schedule. And Bill, good question. Just Kelly, put these comments up, Kyle. What are you doing? I mean, one week without J-Bone, you're losing everything here.
We're gonna fall apart without J-Bone.
We're already falling apart. Guys, there was 4 attempts to get this live today. 4 attempts because there's no J-Bone. We're already falling apart. What? Not even a week without the guy. Good question, because he knows my love of Kelly Kapowski. But I have all 6. I have the whole cast.
Trent, everybody knows that the new class is so much better than regular Saved by the Bell. Everybody knows that.
I'm ending this stream based on that right there. We're gonna wrap up now. That's it. Not much else to talk about, right? I think that was pretty much it. We just wanted to touch on Xplosion. Want to give Xplosion a little more shine. We figure we keep putting feedback out there for Xplosion, something's gonna take, and they're gonna do something with it.
I mean, this isn't our weekly review. This isn't your usual programming around here, but the Impact Plus Weekly is just a chance for us to crack the mics open, mess around with the audience, and recap everybody on all the current happenings in Impact Wrestling on Impact Plus.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So anything else? Let's get the plugs in here. So, guys, don't forget
to remind everybody what's coming soon.
Here we go. Tomorrow night, roughly around, I would say 9:30 Central Time, 10:30 Eastern Time. We will be going live with the NWA TNA Throwback Show. We'll be doing NWA TNA number 23. Remember, on Impact Plus, you can watch all the NWA TNA shows. Free 30-day trial. Don't forget, if you want to follow along with us, get your 30-day trial. Episode 23 tomorrow. Last one, just to remember, last week is the one where Jeff Jarrett finally won the NWA title and Vince Russo debuted. Here's an Easter egg for you, Kyle. Guess who I talked to yesterday? I talked to
Kelly Kapowski?
No, Vince Russo. I talked to him yesterday. And
he talked to Vince. I talked to my uncle, and you didn't tell me about it? I'm a Long Island guy.
I meant to tell you this today. I talked to Vince yesterday, and he's like, dude, I would have loved to have come on. I'm so busy because he's doing.
You sent him the show, and he clicked on it. He knows about this.
He retweeted it today for us. He gave us a retweet on the link to it today, which is real nice of him.
Uncle Vince.
I said I'm gonna try to get you tomorrow. Because he does the Raw, he watches Raw because he hates Raw and SmackDown. He does it because he's
so Trent, are you trying to tell me that the man himself, the guy that wrote the shows, that wrote for WCW, that wrote for the WWF at the hottest point in the professional wrestling industry, quite possibly ever, is willing to come on our podcast and talk NWA TNA shows that he wrote?
He's willing to come on. It's just his schedule is real tight. He does 5.
That guy lives podcasting.
He is honestly, whatever you people's feelings, I don't know, aside, he's a phenomenal podcaster. And, but we did talk, and I said, look, I'd love to get you on. It's the one where you're going to debut, you're going to talk for the first time. He's like, let's be in touch. I said, I'll reach out to you. If it works, it works. He watches Raw for the, for his Raw review on his premium brand.
He hates it. He falls asleep during it.
Falls asleep, but
clips of him sleeping during it. One time he doesn't smoke, but he went to a local dispensary and picked up weed. You remember that one?
Yeah.
Vince is crazy, man.
He was saying he's like I hate it, but I get so many subscribers who want me to just give his actual honest views on it, and he's like, I just gotta keep watching it. So, if the timing works out, we'll try to score him. I said, hey, quick, 5 minutes, pop in with your thoughts.
You know what would be funny if we just contact some random WWE podcast that's never watched Impact, and me and you don't watch WWE, and we'll be like, hey, can we just host your show for the week, and you guys can come host our show, and we'll watch each other's shows and just see what happens.
Well,
I think me and you would get quite possibly very ill and have to go to the hospital, and I think the other people would be happy.
Yeah, I think so too. But so that's Monday, guys, and then Tuesday we'll be co-streaming Impact on Access TV as it goes on, and then about a half hour after it ends, we're gonna go live right on the main show, TNI. We're gonna have Rohit Raju with us to start off the show. He'll be there, and remember,
the great Rohit Raju, Trent,
the Mocha Skin Manimal. His mother called him son because he shines like one. God.
Did you see they posted that picture? Well, I forget exactly who it was. I think it was Rohit. He posted the picture of Bison getting blessed. I think he posted it for Gama's birthday, I think.
I saw that. It was all the dates he hit squad and Bison getting blessed by Gama.
Trent, you have no idea how much that pissed me off. Me and Bison were hanging out together at Melrose Ballroom. You know, we buy our platinum packages or titanium. Yeah. I always mess that up. The titanium packages. I always say platinum for some reason. I don't know why. We buy our titanium packages. We're in line going to meet the great Daisy Hit Squad. I go up before Bison. I take my picture with the guys. I'm like, oh, man, this is great. Look at me in the hit squad. Trent's going to love this. The gang's going to love this. The tribe's going to love this. I'm hyped. So I walk away, and then I look over my shoulder, and I just see Bison on his knees in front of Gama Singh. Bison on his knees in front of Gama Singh. I'll say that again.
I was going to say, can you where's the boing?
Yeah, where's the point for that one? Trent, it really bothered me because it was like the guy outshined me, It's like, damn, I thought I had the great picture with the Daisy Hit Squad, and there's Bison on his knees.
I mean, he traveled 3,000 miles for that show. You didn't. So he had to make it.
All right. He bought me pizza and drinks. That's okay.
What a guy. What a
Wined
guy.
and dined me.
I talked to Bison the other day, guys, just to recap this. Impacted every week that comes out. I talked to Bison. They're be adding some things or tweaking the Impacted show. I don't think there'll be one this week. Follow Bob came out last week, so we're trying to restructure some of their schedule and everything. So if you don't see an episode of Impacted this week, don't panic. They're working on something, updating the show a little bit, enhancing your listener experience with that. So we'll be in touch on that. Other than that, guys, that's going to do it. We'll be back on Tuesday, tomorrow, and then Tuesday as well. So if you have anything you want to see from us, questions for Rohit Raju, get them ready. Be ready to go because we're gonna rapid fire him some questions while we're here and really have a great time with him. So, Kyle, anything else? Should I get the plugs in? You have any plugs for yourself?
That's about it. Follow me on Twitter, KL_TNI. Good. Thank you to everybody that tuned into this little short here. The main course. This was an appetizer, Trent. Get ready for the main course on Tuesday night. Rohit Raju, Alicia B. Keiki, the Kyle Man, the Trentster, and most importantly, the Impact Tribe in the chat.
Follow us at We Talk Impact, guys, and all social media at We Talk Impact, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Show is also available on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, Spotify, YouTube. Rate, review, subscribe. We will see you guys tomorrow for TNI Throwback. Good night, everybody.
Fuck you, J-Bone.
This is the jaw-jacking Tuesday Night Impacting. His mother called him son because he shines like one. Mocha Skin Manimal, Rohit Raju, and you are watching Total Nonstop Impact.
This is Taya La Güera Loca, and you are listening to Total Nonstop Impact.
The Walking Weapon, Josh Alexander, and you're listening to Total Nonstop Impact.
We are the Rascals. And you are listening to Total
Nonstop Impact
Podcast, baby.
Woo! And what you're really listening to is Total Nonstop Impact. Don't you dare miss a lesson. Oh, yeah.
Hey! What's up, Impact Wrestling? Let's make some noise!
This is the good stuff.